How's this? It is true. Stan have just started showing ads, and you have to pay $6 extra to get no ad Stan. It's $10. You got to pay $16 so you don't get any ads, which is like the whole reason you watch it anyway. How much of a joke is that?
There's like plans on Stan.
I know how much.
They have like the bottom tier plan than the other two.
No, on Binge. Sorry,
oh,
on Binge, not Stan. Binge.
Stan have it like the same thing though. They have like you can't watch it in like HD unless you pay for the middle tier service.
That's just scum. Just pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like, just let me like.
And they'll get
Netflix.
You too.
Don't do that. Netflix, they just go stream away.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, we're gonna put out 1,000 shit quality movies and TV shows on top of the stuff that you kind of want to watch.
Yeah.
But look, have fun. No restrictions. No ads. None of that HD cap.
It should be. It absolutely should be. It's a joke.
Well, I when that happened, I cancelled my service straight away.
Yeah, and you messaged me.
Yeah. And then I told you not to use my Binge anymore. Have you told
to be
EJ?
fair, does he use it?
Well, isn't he the one that uses it on your TV?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Anyway,
I see the guy like twice a week.
Yeah, true. I've got rid of it. And then
he won't be able to use it anyway if you're not paying for it.
Yeah, but it reactivates when you sign in.
Oh, that's annoying.
That's why.
Well, they'll get you again. Then.
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
Well, you better log out before you go today then.
Yeah, okay.
Just in case.
And then on top of that, fucking Amazon Prime just did a cheeky didn't ask me. I just saw the email. Oh, we've added Paramount Plus to your subscription plan for another $8. No, you didn't. No.
Wow.
I did not authorize this.
But that must be in the T's and C's when you must like
not the T's and C's I signed up for, mate.
Did you read? You didn't read them.
Always read T and C's.
Have you ever read T and C's?
I'm an avid T and C'er. I always read.
Are you being serious?
Somewhat.
You read T and C's?
Somewhat. Yeah, it depends what the occasion is.
Okay.
Yeah. Depends.
I don't think I ever have.
I'm very aware of what the T and C's are.
I actually get annoyed when they make you scroll to the bottom to click I agree.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna.
You don't ever read what you're signing up to?
Well, usually I'm just signing up for like, I don't know.
No, mate. You got to know what they're doing.
Stan?
Yeah, true. But you got to know what they're doing. Because sometimes they'll be like, do you agree? Because there'll be like a box in the middle that's already ticked for you. And it's like, do you agree to receive promotional blah, blah, blah?
I untick that. That's the one. That's
so you do read it?
Well, that's kind of just under I agree. That's not part of the contract.
Sometimes it's in there. Like it's in the middle.
Well, and that's probably why I'm getting bulk emails from all these random things.
Dodgy emails. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff. Yeah, anyway.
Do you know what? You're kind of teeing yourself up to be one of those old blokes at the pub who's like not really into conspiracies, but every now and then you'll just chime in with something that's
bit rogue. Well, like I also don't have a Facebook profile picture because I don't trust Facebook.
Yeah.
So maybe I am.
That's true. Yeah, I think so. Not yet, but maybe like if it compounds over the next 40 years.
Yeah.
By the time you're, 65.
Yeah. I'll be a bit cooked. I'll be a proper barfly.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. I'll have fulfilled. I'm like self-fulfilling prophecy now. Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I suppose we're kind of manifesting it in a sense.
Yeah, that's true. We do have this. I suppose when you chat enough shit, you kind of get into the rabbit hole and you just kind of got to keep going. So, yeah, maybe I will.
You dig a hole, you just got to keep digging.
Yeah, digging. Yep, absolutely.
You know what they say?
What do they say?
You just looked it up before.
Oh, you die on your feet or you live on your knees. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the Barflies podcast, episode 77 today, joined always by my good friend and comrade, Alexander Russell. It's good to be here Tuesday morning.
Mm-hmm. Standard time.
Look, it's a mediocre day outside. Yeah, it's 22 and cloudy.
It was quite nice this morning on the beaches, but then it's turned into something other than that.
Are you guys still FSCing?
FSCing has slowly been, dwindling in frequency, but we still turn up. There's like a core. There's like 4 or 5 goers, They go most times.
Are you a goer?
I'm a goer. But we're dwindling in occasion. But I feel like it could.
Who are the five? Who's your starting five? FSC.
That's there most weeks.
Freshie
most
Swim
time.
Club for people who haven't been tuning in.
Most times, who's there? So. To be fair,
Angus?
Harry was coming a lot, but I haven't seen him there for a little bit.
Okay.
Angus is there a lot. Nathan, Ryan, myself. Tully was there. Tully was there last week. Ed used to come a lot. Jack comes occasionally. Jared used to before he left.
Is that more of a core four then, by the sounds of it?
Yeah. But there's like a couple semi-regulars.
Semi-regulars, yeah, for sure.
But it's a good time. We have a drink of choice when you come down. You have to get a cap with extra chocolate because they do the chocolate flakes. They're so childish, but
No, this was your love a couple of weeks ago.
yeah, they put like chocolate flakes, not chocolate powder, on the cappuccino. Game changer, absolute game changer. Tastes fantastic, and you ask for extra, and they look at you like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
But also now we're kind of regulars at this one cafe, so they kind of just laugh when we do it.
Yeah.
And then then most of us will get it.
Okay, so you guys are all getting caps with extra chocolate now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
Yeah, it is lame. It's super lame, but you know what? It tastes delicious.
I was actually also
Don't knock it till you try it.
I was actually also thinking this morning, I'm a flat whiter of note. Quite often when you get flat whites, they are just lattes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed this morning, I was brushing the froth off my coffee.
No, I didn't realise.
I really don't like froth.
Really?
No, it's really annoying.
Why don't you just get long black with a bit of milk?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that. Honestly.
Is that an Americano?
Again, is this a user issue? Probably.
Is it? Yeah. Is that an Americano?
Don't know.
I think it is.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Long black dash and milk. But it's not this. I don't know. It's not the same. That's a watery coffee, not a milk. That's a water-based coffee, not a milk-based
Different
coffee.
vibe.
Different
Completely
vibe. Yeah, like that's more. And it's way more bitter. A long black. Like I really like the flavor of a flat white, but more often than not, you're getting a latte.
Yeah, true.
Don't want a latte.
I don't know why I get milk ones because I drink them way too quickly. I will literally drink them.
You drank yours this morning
in about
so fast.
2 to 3 sips.
Yeah.
I drink them way too fast.
You should get yours extra hot.
But then it doesn't have the same. It doesn't have the same flavor. I think I'm gonna have to switch to long blacks.
But it slows you down.
Yeah, the long black slows me down a bit.
No, I'm saying if you get extra hot, it'll slow you down.
Yeah, but it doesn't taste as good.
But it will eventually.
Yeah,
as it cools.
Yeah. But I'll still.
It's literally doing what you don't want it to do. Are you saying because you'll still just drink it
I'll still
hot?
drink it hot. It needs to be like boiling hot for me to be like, oh fuck, like stop. Don't do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change it up. Change up my coffee order. But yeah, this must be really interesting for everyone listening. By the way, I was mixing up our coffee orders.
Yeah, well, that's what it is in essence.
Well, we dare to dream, we dare to take chances.
Do you know what I got told on the weekend?
What?
There was a few of the guys were around. A few of the guys came watch our soccer game on Saturday. We were discussing the pod, not brought up by myself, but we were discussing the pod at some point after the game. And everyone was saying, like, I hadn't actually been told this before, but there's times on the podcast where you were going, oh, what happened there? Or like, oh, what word is it? And like, Blav was like, I was there. I know what happened. So like, and other people also said as well, they're like, yeah, dude, we know what you're talking about. And we want to like just chime in and tell you what you're not remembering.
Yeah.
But we can't.
The other point of views of the night out or whatever's happening in the scene.
Maybe we should start streaming the pod.
Yeah, just maybe we should start vlogging and then we would not remember anything. We have actually talked about doing a vlog before.
We'll get there one day.
Vlog would be, I don't know what we'd vlog about.
I reckon we just need to vlog us like going to the cricket or something. I reckon that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Because then we could, it wouldn't just be me and you, it'd be everyone who was there.
Yeah. Do you know what where I really want to go? I've really wanted to go for the past like 3 or 4 years is the World Rodeo Show comes to Sydney every year. I seriously want to go.
Yeah.
I think it would be insanely good.
Yeah.
Can you imagine watching that?
Like the bulls?
Like the bull riders, yeah. They're from all over the world. It's like the world competition, the F1 of bull riding in Sydney.
And you just get really blind?
I assume so. Like, what else would you do? I don't know. It just looks so cool.
Yeah, I'd be down.
I would go. I don't know when it is, but next time it's on, I'll keep my eye open for
Yeah.
it.
We could vlog that for sure.
We could vlog the World Rodeo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to vlog us doing something with our friends. Because
Yeah.
I would say like we have friends that are actually way funnier than us. Way more funny than us.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Like in that, yeah, sure.
In their own special way.
Yeah, in their own special way. Yeah, yeah. But like, not funny. Can't be funnier than us. Like,
Obviously.
Are you serious?
But it'll just be, I think, as a project, it would be quite amusing. To
Yeah,
do.
it would be funny. It would be funny.
Who'd be going for the most screen time? Do you reckon?
Ed for sure.
You reckon?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
kind of just goes for the most screen time in his day to day. Anyway.
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, he would love a bit of screen time. But look, all things in the works. All things in the works. Things that have happened, aka the weekend. How was it?
I actually didn't do any. I had a kind of sad weekend this weekend. I worked the whole time. I closed Friday night and had a game early Saturday morning. This is the only thing I had to look forward to all game.
Mm-hmm.
And I got
All week.
All week.
Yeah.
All weekend-ish. Oh, yeah, sure. And I got Brexited like 4 minutes into the game. And that was it. That was all I played. 4 minutes. Sad. 2 weeks in a row. Am I just a cat? Maybe. I couldn't walk up the stairs on Saturday night though, so that's for what it's worth.
Yep. Big cat energy.
Pretty
mate.
disappointing. The lads got up anyway. So
What are you doing pre-match that's just getting you Brexited each time?
I actually didn't even say anything lippy. This was like 4 minutes into the game.
Mm.
It was a fair tackle. It wasn't, it wasn't
Malice.
It wasn't a Brexit tackle. The bloke went in hard on me, made his statement early in the game.
Took you out of the game.
Yeah.
Not the team's best. Are you the team's best player?
No.
Are you being humble on the podcast?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that second question. I'm not the best player on the team.
Okay. But you guys won in the end anyway.
Yeah. So it can't be that important, can I?
Obviously not. But, what are you going to do to counteract you just getting absolutely rolled week on week?
I don't know. Maybe I just need a couple more Wheat Bix or something.
Couple more Wheat Bix. Maybe instead of putting sugar on there, sprinkle some cement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, buy 120 kilo bag, 1 teaspoon at a time. You could have enough to last you a season or two.
I could also get one of those jars of Harden Up.
Yeah.
Yeah, put some of that on there as well.
They could do well. Just
Yeah.
put it in like a moisturizer form and put it all around your body and let it absorb in.
It probably doesn't help that like from a profile view, you actually can't see me because I'm like a piece of paper. So I actually got suggested by Thea at work to just eat more. Just like put some weight on.
What if you put some shoulder pads on or something, or some headgear?
Imagine running out of the soccer field with a headgear on.
Dude, people would be shocked.
Dude, imagine the power header trait though. Like a trampoline off my forehead.
True. Oh, yeah.
Not that I'd win any headers, but
It doesn't really matter. But yeah, maybe just get some shoulder pads in there. Just something, Got to take care of yourself.
yeah, maybe stuff a pillow under my t-shirt.
Yeah,
Duct tape it.
the slander you would get from walking on with a headgear to a football match would be astounding.
It'd be equally as funny though.
Yeah, it would be pretty bloody funny. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That'd probably lose its spark after 4.5 minutes though.
Yeah. Why am I running around with this shit on now?
It's so annoying. Have you noticed all the rugby league players wearing them lately?
The headgears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like it though. I think it looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
When they wear headgear. Like I like when Burton's wearing it. I like when I don't know why more of them don't wear it, to be fair.
So do I. Yeah, I agree.
Because like it could be enough just to save you from a bit of a head knock or whatever.
I find it a bit jarring though when it's like they haven't been a headgear player for 5 years and then they start wearing a headgear.
Like Toto.
And Crichton.
Well, Crichton's is because his ear exploded. Do you remember that?
No.
Last year?
No.
His ear, he lost that big chunk out of his ear.
You're right, I don't actually remember that.
But then Toto, I'm not sure Toto's doing it, but it still looks kind of cool, not gonna lie.
Yeah. There's 2 of them out there with
Yeah.
black headgears on. Yeah.
Maybe it's to confuse the opposition when they just see them running at speed and they're just like, holy shit, which one are we getting here? Because they're so tall, they're both so tall, so big, and it's like boom, black headgear, like a uniform.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Scary stuff.
Just
Imagine
getting
trying to
smashed.
mark those guys.
Smash.
No thanks.
No, thank you.
How was your weekend, mate?
My weekend, pretty good. What did I do? Well, okay. What did I do this weekend? Just worked pretty much, and I did go out on Friday night. Went to the Manly game, Manly versus Storm, which was good. Got out to Brookvale Oval, the Fortress.
How many of you guys went?
Good smattering. There was probably about, I reckon there's probably about 14 of us there.
Okay.
But some of them were from Brad Parker's army. Fair bit of the OzTag boys were there. Good turnout.
Few City boys?
Couple, not many.
Wilson
Couple,
go?
Wilson, Ed. But yeah, it was a classic game. We'll cover more in the back page. But I went to Manly afterwards, and then I didn't get home till quite late. So I was a bit dead on Saturday. I wasn't that hungover. I was just like a bit like, oh my god, like getting too old to stay out this late. Man.
Yeah.
Getting too old for it.
How late were you out?
Got home at 5.
Oh, that's too late.
Yeah,
That's far too late.
Yeah, it's far too
Even
late.
for what are you leaving Manly at 4?
Yeah.
You left the stain at 4?
Yeah.
Oh, it's grim.
Yeah. But it was a good night though. It was with one of my mates from work. He's actually going away doing his 3 months. I ran into him down there, but he's like night out before he's leaving for 3 months to go to Darwin to, you know how the people have to do regional work from the UK and whatnot.
Yeah.
So he's doing that, which is sick. So hopefully he has a good time. And then what happened? I had work on Sunday. Now, something that happened at work that I found particularly interesting, or not interesting, but it was kind of funny. So this wedding finishes, trying to clear everyone out of the venue. And I'm just doing something, in the kitchen, cleaning something up, hoping a couple of people have left and I'm going to get them to leave. And I go out, and as I'm about to ask this group of people to leave, this guy, he was about 35, in his early to late 30s, literally vomits chunks, like massive vomit, like everywhere on the floor in front of, and there's still probably 20 people hanging around after this wedding. And they all see him do it. And he's like in the middle of kind of where everyone is and just proper vomit. Like as in the vomit kind of thing that you would do if you were 18 to early 20s. Which I find doing that, mate, we've all been there. Me, myself, many a time. Love cheeky vom.
Yeah.
Not judging on that front. But when you're in your early 20s, 18, 19... acceptable. When you're 34, it's a bit grim. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a grim sighting to see.
Yeah.
But that was interesting, and I was kind of like, oh
is he
my
like
God.
hunched over at this point?
Yeah, he's kind of proper.
Like, is this on a dance floor or something?
No,
Where
this is on the side of. This is kind of in the middle, but on the side because the room's kind of a square,
Okay.
and he's on one side.
It's like a big hole kind of thing.
Almost, yeah.
Sort of.
But everyone's kind of standing in one part,
Yeah.
and everyone's taking videos and photos and going, "Oh my God!" I had to get the bloke a bucket, some water. Took him 15 minutes to just be able to go downstairs.
Was he that blind?
I don't know. Well, he must have.
Why couldn't he go downstairs?
Because he was like booting, and I didn't want him to vomit through the whole venue. as
He was like
leaving.
he was booting for 15 minutes.
Kind of. He booted
Off
for a
and
little
on.
bit, but off and on, he was kind of going, ugh, and then he would come back and vomit again, and you're just like, mate, get a grip.
From my experience, it's a one and done sort of thing.
Yeah.
When you're drunk.
But as well, guest at a wedding, and you do that, it's a bit grim.
Yeah, it's grim.
Yeah. So that was not ideal, especially as I was about to ask.
Did
them
you
to
clean
leave.
it?
I cleaned it up. Yeah.
You cleaned it up.
Yeah, I cleaned it up.
I reckon I'd straight up refuse to clean up vom if someone
No,
did
because it was kind of my fault because I took ages to get them to leave the venue. So it was kind of I wouldn't have made someone else clean it. That's a bit dog.
Were you like are you in like a leader position at all, or is there someone
Uh,
above you that you could delegate or that should take that?
No,
I
I was running it that night,
Mhm.
so it's kind of like my fault
Mhm.
in a way.
Yeah.
So
Because I can always lean on the thing like I'm not a supervisor, I'm not doing it.
yeah, so I was happy. I did it. It doesn't really gross me out too much either.
Yeah,
Just
well.
kind of chuck it, vomit into a bucket. But it was well grim. That's all I'm gonna say. And something. Okay.
Anything positive happen on your weekend?
No, not really. Something. Okay, something random, very random happened. And I want to dive into this because I want to hear your thoughts. So I think I saw Flume at Service New South Wales on Monday, which was yesterday morning.
What suburb?
Brookvale, the one in Brookvale.
Yeah, he's from the beaches, isn't he?
Yeah.
So this checks out.
Yep, I am about 90% certain I saw Flume, and this is why I think that it was him. And one thing that would have been easy to tell if it was him if he started just playing a set in the middle of Service New South Wales. That probably would have been the easiest way to tell.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. I think he was just standing in line with maybe a girlfriend or someone, but he was kind of just standing there. It does sound crazy, but I've only really seen about 2 or 3 photos of Flume in my life. Okay? And he's a bit of a megastar, so I've only seen a couple photos of him. And then I looked and I was like, that guy looks familiar. I think that looks like Flume. So who else could it be that I would mistake? Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I hear what you're saying, but do you hear what you're saying?
Yeah, it does
You're
sound
saying
fucking
like,
crazy.
I've only seen photos of this guy 3 times. I barely know what he looks like.
Yeah, but why would I click and go, oh, that's him? And then I looked at a photo. I was like, is that him? And then I got a photo off my phone and I was kind of like, it does kind of look like him.
Have you done any follow-up research like on his Instagram or
Yeah,
anything?
but there was not much there.
Because
not much there.
I follow Confidence Man on Instagram.
Right.
And this is a total vibe. I don't follow them closely. I just know that I follow them. And I remember seeing a story at some point in the last week or two of them with Flume. But I thought they were overseas.
Right.
So to be confirmed.
Yeah, look.
I can't look at it now because my...
And I wouldn't really care. I don't really... Not a massive Flume fan or anything, but it was just odd to see, if it was him, to see, that Service New South Wales doesn't discriminate. Everyone has to go in there. Doesn't matter if you're a, global star.
Yeah, that's true.
You still
got to renew your license.
You still got to go and renew your license. You still got to pay your fines or whatever you're doing down there.
Yeah.
Getting your RSA. Blah blah blah.
Maybe Flume was getting his RSA.
Maybe Flume wants a career change and he wants to start working a low-paying hospitality job.
Well, no better place to start, mate.
Yeah, humble. He wants to become humble. He wants to humble himself a little bit.
Weird that hospitality didn't humble us too, but that's fine.
No, but maybe we'll do a job on him. And one thing for people that will remember Cheeky the Pigeon.
This is for the OG frequent flyers.
So frequent flyers or newly, inducted frequent flyees, or the casual listener, or the one-time listener even. Cheeky the Pigeon was my neighbour's pigeon that escaped, and they, as a result, then put flyers up and down the whole of the northern beaches, asking for this pigeon to be returned if found. Of course, the photo they use, it literally looks like any other pigeon you would see on the street.
There's nothing special about Cheeky, the racing pigeon.
No, there is not.
You heard that right.
Homing racing pigeon, correct. It could be moving up to speeds of 100 kilometers an hour. However, still to be confirmed.
Also more infamously known for the famous first round bow out of the Barflies bracket.
Yeah, shocking. Shocking bow out. And look, we'll give an update on Cheeky. It's been a while. So I went to my old house to go and pick up a package that I had left there.
Cheeky no longer your neighbour.
Cheeky. So, okay, wait on. So I went to my old house to go pick up a package, was talking to the new people who live in our house, and they asked me what the owners of, Cheeky's owners' names are. And I said, I'm really sorry, but I've kind of forgotten. But, they do have a lot of dogs and they used to have a pigeon. And she went, pigeon? And I went, yeah, they used to have one, but, it escaped and they put up all these posters and she went, oh, I did hear about that actually. And then she goes, oh, they actually got a second one, but it died. They got a second one, but I think one of their dogs knocked the cage over with the pigeon in it and it died.
Oh, God.
How grim is that?
That is grim.
Yeah. But that is a cheeky update. So they tried again and then no luck. So moral of the story, pigeons are not pets. Okay. Pigeons belong in the wild. Let them roam.
They belong on the race course or
They
in the
belong
wild.
they belong on the race course or they belong in the wilderness.
I said your old house, just for the listeners that may not have known
Right.
that you actually did move
Oh,
houses.
true. Yeah.
And you're no longer Cheeky's neighbour.
Yes. No longer am I cheeky neighbour. Correct. But yeah.
And Cheeky was never found, as we know, right?
Cheeky was never found. I think Cheeky's in a better place, just quietly. I don't know if the new Cheeky's in a better place, but, the old one, I think.
I think they're both in a better place.
Just quietly, probably.
Cheeky escaped the rigours of, the racing lifestyle as a pigeon.
Yeah. And then this new one saw the writing on the wall and accepted its fate.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all for the recap, really. That's all I've got. Some very random recap.
Looking uneventful weekend in our lives.
Brexit challenge, a 35-year-old vomiting, possibly seeing flume at Service New South Wales, and then a cheeky the pigeon update with the grim ending.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
All right. The Barflies draft this week.
Draft this week. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
You want to tell them what it is?
Okay, this week, we wanted to pick something that we both know a little bit about. I can see that, by the way.
Sorry, mate.
That we both know something about, which is hospitality. So we decided draft this week should be hospitality don'ts. Things that, as a customer, you just, is not great etiquette for the people around you.
Yeah.
And the staff.
Yeah, the staff.
Mostly staff.
I'm mainly thinking from a staff's perspective.
So am I, but I might throw one in there that's not.
This is how to be a good hospitality customer.
Yeah.
By Kody and Zander. And also, us just venting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I literally just thought of one as we do that.
Okay, do you want to do rock, paper, scissors for who goes first?
Yeah.
Scissors, paper, rock. Let's
Okay,
go.
you first.
Easy. All right. My number one pick. Easy one. This annoys me off the bat if you do this. If you don't say g'day. If you walk up to the bar and I go, hey, mate, how you going? And someone goes, Carlton. I'll go, I hate you.
That's not pleasant.
It's not on.
That is not
It's
pleasant.
like, mate, I'm a human too, Yeah, maybe I'm 7 hours into my shift. I haven't got a smile on my face, but I did say g'day and I expect that at least back from you.
Yeah. Or at least, even if you're on your phone, thanks, mate. Yeah.
Just a nod, just like, yeah, all good. You can be talking business. As long as you give me a bit of eye contact and a nod, mate.
Thumbs up.
We're all good.
Thumbs up is also valid.
Thumbs up goes a long way.
Yeah, it does go
Goes a long way.
I like that one. That's a great one. You know what this is, okay, I'm going to start off with one that I really hate, is if you're already encountering a problem with a customer, you're having a conversation with a customer about something, and then another customer comes in and goes, excuse me, and interrupts you with their problem. You're like, mate, I'm currently in the middle of something.
Yeah.
If you cannot tell, can you fucking hold your horses, please? And let me finish this one task before I then go into your massive problem, which is usually my child would like some tomato sauce with that.
Yeah. Where are the napkins? Have a look, babe.
Chill. Just chill.
Okay.
So that's fine.
My number two,
Yeah.
I consider this the utmost disrespect to a bartender.
Yeah.
Ripping up a coaster and leaving it on the table.
Yeah. That's a boredom thing. People just get bored.
People get bored. Look, I've done it in the past. I usually try and clean it up if I've done it. / take it with me.
Put it
if
in
you
your
rip
glass
up a coaster,
even?
and leave it all over the table, that honestly to me, I see that as like I've come in here, I've made a mess on purpose, done nothing about it, and walked out, and you clean it up, you schmuck.
Scrub.
It's
Absolute
just,
grub.
mate, it's just disrespect.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful.
I mean, of course you got to clean up a bit of mess in hospitality. I respect that.
Yeah,
But don't go rubbing our nose in it.
yeah,
We know we have to clean it up.
Exactly right.
Yeah, not on. I've got one on an extension of that, which people seem to do. This one's a bit more niche, but it's a bit gross. But people do this, and it is quite gross, especially considering other people then have to, although they get washed, but people still have to use these plates after, which is putting chewed up gum or used Band-Aids not in a napkin, but naked on the finished plate or food/glass.
Yeah, super grim.
That is gross. And people do that more often than what you think. So if you're someone who does that, just hang on to your gum till you find a bit, or put it in a napkin.
When people put it in an ashtray.
Yeah, ashtrays are also
Come
gross.
on, bro.
That is very, very grim. But just put it in a napkin at least.
Swallow it.
Maybe not the Band-Aid. The gum, sure. The gum, sure.
Tangent. I've used Band-Aids like
The
most
scat
the
thing of
most
all time.
disgusting thing.
Oh.
Like, remember you see a Band-Aid in a pool?
Oh, get out of the pool. I would get out.
So grim.
Oh.
I could use Band-Aid is universally the most disgusting object.
It's just, cause it's up there on the level of, surely the only thing more gross than that is used syringe. Do you know what I mean?
If I was swimming and I saw a syringe in the pool, I too would get out.
Yeah. I think that is the only level above used Band-Aid of kind of in grossness. That is the worst, for sure.
I think so.
Just because maybe there's a bit more grimness associated with the old injection, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, next one. Your go.
My number 3 pick is coming up to the bathroom, lining up. Coming up to the bar,
Yeah.
lining up, ordering a drink, and then while I'm making your drink, walking away to go to the bathroom or just ordering and walking away. So you got no respect for my time, man.
And have they paid yet?
No, I haven't paid.
Oh, I hate that. I usually
Have
just
they?
wait. I don't make it.
I'll
wait.
just serve the next person.
Yeah, I just wait
So
as
do
well. I just go, oh, well, you just walked away. I didn't know if you wanted it still.
Yeah,
Didn't
and
say anything.
this is petty of me. But if I've made it and I've come back and they're gone, I'll just put it there and I'll walk away and make them wait for me to come back.
Nice. That is a bit of a power move. Flipping the switch, mate. Look
Mic
at you
drop.
go. Look at you. It's impressive stuff.
Yeah.
That's impressive stuff. Okay, I have one. This is a bit of a general thing. Number 3, I love dogs as much as the next person. And it's good that most pubs, have that aspect of you can bring your dog to the pub now. Or you can bring your pet as long as it's kind of on a leash, which is great. However, what I think is particularly gross is people who bring dog bones to the pub with them and give it to their dog at the
Ooh.
table. I've seen it happen many times. And, I'm trying to eat out here. I'm trying to enjoy my food. I don't want to look at a dog eating dog bone.
Yeah.
I just think it's a bit much. You're taking the piss a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's valid. Respect for the dog area, because mate, I do love dogs being around, but it is grim watching them eat while you're eating.
Yeah, absolutely. My number 4 is just misbehaving children.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
bringing your child to the pub
Mm.
and just treating him as if that thing is a dog and or an object. Like sometimes people will come up to the bar and place their child on the bar. I'm like, excuse me, take your fetus
Off my workbench.
out of the
please.
adult area.
Yeah. Is that even kosher? Can they even do that?
No, absolutely
No,
not.
I don't think so.
It's not kosher.
No.
It's absolutely not kosher.
It's not play on.
And if they let the thing run around as well, I'm like, put it on a leash or I'll,
Show 'em the door. You're out, mate. You've been RSA'd. Your 6-year-old's been RSA'd, mate.
too much orange juice.
Too many pink lemonades. Too
Get
many
out.
fire engines.
But and it's just like, come on, guys.
I know, and yeah, it's just it's a lack of respect for everyone else too.
Yeah.
Because they used to do that at the Diggers a lot. I remember the Diggers when it first opened. People would take their go as a family, and kids would just be running riot.
Yeah.
Knocking in the things, blah blah blah, like being loud. When people are trying to go there to relax and
Yeah.
have a drink, have a dinner. But they've cracked down on it heaps.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, they've cracked down.
Because
on
it's
doing
like
stuff
parents
that.
go there and they're like, oh, I want to have a drink with these other parents.
Mm.
And then as a result, they just let 5 kids run around.
Mm.
It's like, dude, they're your kids. I don't
Mm.
care if you want to have a good time. And they're teaching those kids bad manners from a young age. Not I'm going to teach you how to parent, but,
Go on then. That's why the old Calabria Club was so good.
yeah.
Did you ever go there as
Yeah,
a
of
kid?
course.
Yeah, that was unreal. That was the best. Okay, so that was your number 4.
That was my number 4.
Okay, my number 4. Unnecessary champings is number 4 for me. That is one I don't appreciate, and then they're absolute drive-bys usually, and very purpose-felt.
Yeah.
someone asks you where the water is, the water taps, even though they're an idiot without eyes and can't see it's directly behind them, they drop an absolute thanks, champ, or thanks, bud, thanks, chief, etc. Really, really not unneeded.
Yeah.
Unneeded
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of business. One time I gave, I actually did a guy a massive favor, and then he just champed me out, the most ridiculous champing.
Yeah.
It seems to happen to me a lot, to be fair. Not appreciative.
That's annoying.
That is, not appreciative.
My number 5, last pick here, and it is a small one, but annoying nonetheless. If you're paying with cash, you're already annoying me. But at the very minimum, I expect you to put it in my hand, not on the counter.
Okay. See, I will put it in your hand, but I will pay with cash.
Look, I get it. I get that cash is still a thing. God, I wish it wasn't, but I get that it still is a thing. If I've got my hand there waiting for you to put it in my hand and you put it on the counter.
Yeah.
Were you raised by wolves?
Yeah, give it to. But what if they're counting it out on the thing? Maybe they've got
Pick it
coins.
back up and then put it in my hand. Don't make me pick it up.
That's true, but yeah, I could say it depends how busy you were as well. If they're going, you think you'd count it out before you got there, or you'd know how much you'd have.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same way that people. Well, I have done this actually, but when your card declines at the till, and then you have to go on your phone, it holds up the rest of the line.
It happens.
That's actually I don't have that in here, but that would have been a good one to chuck in.
That can maybe be our honourable mention.
That can be our honourable mention.
I just mean with putting the cash on the counter, it's just put I don't know, it just feels disrespectful.
Yeah, okay, I could see that.
It's pick it up, you idiot.
Yeah.
It's I have to pick it up, it's my job, but come on.
Show me some
Have
kind
some
of
decorum.
respect.
Yeah.
Show me some kind of level of respect.
At least treat me like, we were born on the same planet.
Yeah, definitely. This one, just a classic, last one up. The old, hey, mate. Hey, mate. The old clicking to get attention. Hey, yeah, you. Yep, worker. You, scum. Yeah, you. Bot. You work for me, don't you? Yeah, because I'm a paying customer. Come here. Come clean this table, you bitch. Come here. Where's my food? Where is it? Where's my drink? Blah, blah. Not, just the general clicking itself.
It's,
just the, even if I do this in the mic, does that annoy it? Surely that would have just annoyed everyone.
It's annoying.
So imagine just turning your head and then hearing an outrageous, stupid request.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny in saying that? When people click you over and they come over and they go, hey, mate, sorry, I know it's busy, but I was just wondering where my food is. And I go, you just answered your own question, mate.
I don't know. Do I look like I'm in the kitchen?
Look around. There's 200 other people in here, mate. What do you reckon it is? Probably being made.
In the bloody kitchen, mate.
Yeah.
In the kitchen. I'm doing my best. Yeah. The worst is the worst thing about with the food service thing is someone will get angry at you for the food not being ready yet, and then you'll go ask the chefs where it is, and then the chefs will then be get annoyed at the customer because they're asking. It's you're just stuck in the middle and you're oh no. It's such a hard place in a rock because you're trying to figure something out, but you're also trying not to, because the chefs are super busy, so you don't want to take up too much of their time because otherwise it'll take even longer for the food to come out. So it's a weird kind of hard place in a rock.
Yeah.
As a food server / waiter, when you have to go and find out when it's pumping.
Well, walking the tightrope between the chefs and the customer is one of the
difficult.
It's one of the great challenges that you'll face as a hospitality worker.
It is super difficult, and and you could come back with, there's only two things that you can't come out with evenly neutral news in that scenario.
Yeah.
It's great news. Oh, it's ready in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Or, look, it's going to take 45 minutes to get here. And then they're going, oh, I've already waited, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Look, mate, I'm actually really sorry. And then you have to go back. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It's just a spiral.
Yeah.
It's tough business.
Yeah.
Tough business.
Yeah. And that relationship that is built with the chef, that's not, that's not built in a day.
No.
That's not built in a day. And I'm going to put it all on the line for your lamb ragu pasta.
Yeah.
Okay?
There's no chance I'll undo this good work for, check up where your coffee, well, not your coffee, but where your bacon egg roll is in the morning or where your toast is, etc. It's not happening.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Have you ever gone, I'll check, and then just gone, not checked, and gone back and gone, it's coming?
No, I've done. If someone said something that I know we don't do, but they are just being difficult,
Yeah.
I'll go up and I'll just say, "Hey, chef," just pretend like we're having a conversation, and then they say, "Yep," and I just turn around and go, "Yeah, sorry, we don't do that."
Nice.
Yeah, because then what can I do? It's not like they're gonna get up and go to because they're watching. They're always watching.
Yeah, and it's like when they want to talk to the manager, and the manager comes out and tells them the same thing.
Yeah. What are you gonna do, mate?
And you're just standing there behind them like,
Bart. What are you gonna do?
massive Barrett.
But yeah, a couple of honourable mentions in there. But yeah,
What was our honourable one? Oh, getting to the front of the line, not having money in your account.
yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
idiot.
That's I actually have done that before, but it's it's a classic. It's a classic.
Yeah, it happens.
Love and hate's a new section. Well, not new. Did we do a love and hate last week?
Yeah, with Talia.
Oh, we didn't do a draft last week.
We didn't do a draft last week.
That's right. Anyway, love and hate's back. Again, sorry for that confusion.
We almost binned it today.
I almost
Zander was in the trenches.
Yeah,
with his
I had nada.
We had nothing.
Now, Kody, what have you got for us this week?
My love this week. Not sure if I've discussed it here before. Think I might have. Bit of an 8-ball pool addiction going on at the moment.
I've heard it's rife in the inner west.
Don't download that game.
I heard it's rife in the bubble.
Don't download that game.
Yeah, right.
We all downloaded it. I think I was playing it before we went to Melbourne last year in like November.
Right.
We're in mid-April.
Well, that happened to me with Clash of Clans. I started playing Clash of Clans, probably 2 years ago, maybe?
Yeah.
Probably about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I've only just stopped playing it in the last 4 months.
Yeah.
It took me a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get they get a grip hold on you.
Oh,
that is.
they are so addictive.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are they get their hooks in. They get their bloody hooks in.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I've been absolutely ripping it.
Are you good?
Week.
Are you good at
Of course
least?
I'm good, mate. What do you reckon?
You and Kate actually ripped me in real pool the other week as well.
Did we?
Yeah.
Where at?
After that was tag final.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely destroyed me. I was like, yeah, I'll verse both you. I was so confident and I got absolutely ripped. And I also missed about every shot possible. So
I'm
make
shocked
it
you're
a close
admitting that.
game. Yeah, I didn't have my best game. You guys surprised me.
Yeah. We surprised you.
You bet, yeah.
Nice.
I'm in your head, mate. I'm in
Nice.
your head. I'm in
Well,
your head.
clearly not.
Yeah, I am, mate. I am in your head.
Your love?
My love this week. Look, at home, MasterChef mystery box style challenges when it comes to cooking dinner. Sometimes, you don't have all the ingredients to make one thing. You've kind of got a sporadic amount of different things, leftovers even, and you're going, how am I going to make this all work? If you just treat it like, a MasterChef mystery box challenge, either something great, you'll find something great, or you'll make something rubbish.
Yeah.
I ended up making something pretty good the other night. I made these tacos. Would I make it for someone else? Probably not. Was it pretty good considering I came up with it, within under 10 minutes? Not bad.
What do you want to talk me through it quickly?
It was.
'Cause I'm genuinely intrigued.
So I had leftovers from work. We had
What leftovers?
it was steak and this mixed grain salad.
Yep.
We had the only cheese we had was feta cheese, and then we didn't have any wraps. We didn't have any bread, but we had hard tacos.
Okay.
And I went, you know what? I'm gonna make tacos out of this. So I heated up the tacos in the oven, so nice and crunchy. The mixed grain salad, which had a bit of greens in it, just heated up the steak as well and cut it kind of thin. Put a bit of feta on top, and then got a hot sauce and put it on there. Not bad.
Yeah.
Actually not bad. I don't think Matt Preston would be rating it too highly, but I think he'd be, dropping the plate and for it to hit the ground speck of meal. But not bad.
Is Matt Preston dropping that plate the greatest moment in Australian television history?
That and Kathy Freeman winning the 400 meters, I'd say. They're up there. But, I actually made me stop watching MasterChef for a couple of years because it was just too much. It actually threw me off. I got annoyed because I was going, I want to eat that. Why are you dropping it?
Yeah,
now
yeah.
no one will ever get to try that again. And it really rubbed me the wrong way. And it took me a couple years to get back into MasterChef after that.
That's fair enough, mate. It's
It actually rattled me.
Well, look, you could say he achieved exactly what he was going out for.
Yeah.
Press.
Matt Preston. So yeah, maybe that does make it the greatest moment in Australian.
What were those things he used to wear around his neck? What are they called?
Oh, no. They begin with a C.
Yeah, is it like not a? I want to say corset, but it's definitely not a corset.
No,
That's
corset's
like,
like,
yeah. Cravat.
Cravat. Yeah,
One of the
cravat.
great cravat wearers.
Yeah.
Pretty fresh.
I was gonna say carafe, but that is something that you put wine into.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost. But yeah, cravat. That man could work a cravat. I feel like D-Lo could work a cravat. He can wear a scarf. He can wear a cravat. Surely.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
There's like something about it.
What was it? Was it a risotto?
No, it was a pork stir fry, like a Chinese style dish from memory.
I thought it looked like a bowl of green mush from memory.
No. It was something to do with like a stir fry Asian dish, pork. I remember.
I'm not sold on that. I mean, I'd be almost willing to put money on it being like a bowl of green mush.
No. It wasn't. It was something. I remember watching it being like, that looks
Okay.
fantastic.
I would say let's watch it after this, but we'll definitely forget.
Yeah. Go on then. Hate.
My hate this week. This has got a bit of an upset Andy about it. Shout out to our Hamish and Andy listeners out there. Things that really bother me is creased money. Like Australian money, like it's plastic. You know, it's really top quality currency. And when people like fold it up and jam it in like an iPhone card holder.
Oh.
First of all, you're a nerd for having an iPhone card holder.
Yeah, that's
But
weird.
now you've got like a folded up bit of origami, like $10 note.
And it just, the feel of the note in your hand afterwards is ruined.
You're trying to pull it out and like...
Note feels ruined.
Like it's so much nicer pulling out a nice crisp pineapple out of an ATM.
Yeah, or just folded nicely into the wallet. Just
Yeah.
the half fold, if anything.
Yeah, that's what wallets are made for, right?
Yeah, just keeping them bills crisp.
Don't jam your $10 notes in there.
Don't be doing that. I treat my $5 note with the utmost respect when it's just in my wallet for multiple months.
But you treat it with the respect that it deserves.
Yeah,
mate.
it's like it's staying in a luxury resort when it's in my wallet.
Yeah.
It's just hanging up, just chilling.
Are we talking, what sort of fine Italian leather are we talking?
Oh, the finest of Italian leathers. And, you know, in there, feet up, ready to be used, ready to be activated for its, you know, well, it's well documented. That $5 note is like a Jack Sparrow's compass type situation.
Yeah.
It
When
only
does
gets-
that get drawn from the hip, do you reckon?
It's a vibe thing. It's a complete vibe thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And we've covered it before for anyone who doesn't know. But yeah, that's a bit of context round.
Probably won't make it past the 25th of April, if you know what I mean.
No, that thing. Yeah, 2UP. I feel like that is going to be my first bet on 2UP is that $5 note. For sure, actually. And I'll just try to double it off the.
And it better not come back as scrumpled up 10.
No.
Or there'll be trouble.
I'll be dishing out some.
Do you reckon I can decline people's creased money on Anzac Day?
No, I think you got to take it. I think a win's a win. I think you just got to win it and trade it off to the next person. Upgrade it.
What if you win 10 off someone and you can see they've got a nice crisp 10 and a folded 10? Could you request that a crisp 10?
I think you can request the crisp one. I don't think you'll get it. Especially if you've just beaten someone, they're like, no, fuck you. Here's the one that you don't want.
That's fair.
But
Do you know what is funny on Anzac Day?
what?
Just calling people ATMs.
Calling someone an ATM.
When you beat them like once, you just go around telling
stealing all
everyone
their
they're an
money.
ATM.
Yeah, just stealing their money. Yeah, that's a good one.
Holds
actually.
more value when you've only won once and you just walk away.
Yeah, you just in their head. Just keep taking money off them. Okay, my hate this week. Look, it's nice, in having neighbours, kids in the local area playing on the street, blah blah blah. It's great scenes. I didn't really have that, but I know people that did. It's awesome. I'm in an apartment block currently. It was Sunday morning, and it was about 8:30 Sunday morning, and someone had let the kids out free range in between the two apartment blocks. And I'll tell you what, I did not enjoy getting woken up to sounds of like, "Hey, Maxie!" I was like, "Fucking shut up, please be quiet."
You should get
I had that, and then I also had someone the other week there playing Piano Man at 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. kind of, well, just like apartment noise, let's just say. It was like 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Someone starts playing Piano Man full volume from a speaker. And I did it out the window. I went, shut up.
Yeah. Or you gave him a spray?
I just said, shut up out the window.
Did it work?
Yeah, they actually did turn it off. Yeah. But come on. It's just, have some respect.
Yeah.
Have some respect. On like, if that was a weekday, I actually wouldn't care. I'd be like, oh, sweet, I wanted to get up early anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
But
I
Saturday
don't
morning,
care.
yeah.
I don't care. But Saturday, Sunday morning, I feel like, come on, have some, people want to chill, you know?
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I like it.
Anyway, that's mine.
Back page. Back page, also known as, we just talked about NRL.
Yep, pretty much. Look, first point that we'll cover today.
Probably Jackie White.
Well, it kind of leads. They're kind of 2 points. Well, they're one big point made of two.
Yeah.
Let's just say. Okay. The controversial take on, well, not controversial, but people's take on Nico Hines being in the New South Wales squad.
Nico Hines should not play for New South Wales.
That's your take. But I believe he should be in the squad somewhere because you can't have someone who's won the Dally M not being there. But his entrance into the squad made easier now by claims Jack Whiten is retiring from rep footy, which would mean he's retiring from the Blues squad where he usually plays, you know, that coveted 14 position or centre position.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? That means 14 up for grabs. Will it be an Appy? Will it be a Nico? Who knows? Or will it be, you know, will Jerome Luai get moved to number 14? That would be crazy. I don't think that would happen. But look,
I just don't see room for him. I don't see room for Nico in the Origin squad. I don't think he'll play 6. There's no reason to drop Jerome Luai.
I wouldn't be dropping Jerome Luai.
I don't know why that's even a yarn. People
Yeah.
like to spin this Nico Hines yarn because he's in a great form, but it's like there's just no room for him in my opinion at the moment. You know, especially how prominent and how important it's become having 2 hookers in your side. I think that's definitely become a thing probably over the last 2 or 3 years with the change of the game and
The
with
ruck speed.
with the success that Harry Grant and Ben Hunt have had for Queensland. I think New South Wales will do the same.
Yeah, but I also think that on the extension of that, I think if you're going to, I don't think that Appy and Cook are a good mix-up though, because they both play 80 minutes usually. And I think they don't need, like they could use it. Sorry. They could definitely use that 14 position on something else. I don't think they should use it on another hooker. Because Cookie's an 80-minute hooker every week, has been for his whole career. Avi Coruscant is also an 80-minute hooker, but Penrith just started doing it, I feel like, because it became fashionable to do it for your team. Like, have the hooker come on after 20 minutes.
Call it fashionable, it won him a comp.
It did win them a comp, but they also won a comp before that without him doing it.
Yeah, I don't know, but like we said, the game's just changed, and it's just the way the game works. I agree with you. Like Cook, if they were to pick Cook at 9 and Nico at 14, I'd go fair enough. You know, I trust the guys in charge. I just don't think that's the way the game goes. I think there's value in having a hooker on the bench, and that injection of energy can't be in a better position than at hooker, in my opinion.
Yes.
So I just don't think, unless they pick Nico at 17, I don't think he'll get in. I don't think he'll get a spot.
I just think.
Where do you
but
think
Nico's also played a lot of 14 for the Storm, remember? He used to come on a lot for the Storm, score tries, set up tries,
Yeah.
pop up around the field. But he can, and just depending on what they pick, he can probably play a lot of different positions.
No,
as well.
I'm fully with you on that. Like I fully think Nico could do a job at 14. I just don't think he will. I don't think they'll pick him unless they pick him at 17, because I think they'll pick Appy. I think they'll pick 2 hookers, and I think running the risk of only having 2 forwards in your rotation is too risky. So I think they'll go, 2 props and a back rower. Keon Kolomatangi is probably someone I would have said. Ola Kawatu, someone like that.
Yeah.
Liam Martin's out now as well, though, which does open up an extra spot.
True.
Actually, I don't know how long he's out for. I don't know.
Yeah, they haven't.
So that's one to watch, that left edge for New South Wales. Who'll
Yeah.
go there? Maybe Cam or Murray will go to left and Olakau'atu will come in on the right or something.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I just want to say final thing on Nico playing, as I would if they did pick Luai over. I mean, if they picked Nico over Luai, I would be a bit kind of. I'd be thinking I don't think they should. I think Luai should stay. I think Jerome Luai's absolute quality. I think he's great. But if they did pick Nico, I would also be going, holy crap, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be so exciting.
This would be so exciting.
Yeah.
Like Nico and Cleary playing on the same team.
Yeah.
As if you wouldn't want to see that. That looks, as it's just from a curiosity standpoint, like fan perspective, wow, what a duo.
Yeah.
You know, you look at that and you're simply licking your lips.
Yeah, you are. And in a sense, I'll kind of wrap up my final point here as well. I'd prefer Nico to outright get picked at 6 than get picked on the bench.
Yeah,
I think it's too tricky to find a spot for him on the field unless he's required.
Yes.
If we go no injuries and we're 60 minutes in, where do you you don't just chuck Nico on there for the sake of it, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas you can put Appy in there, it doesn't change the system, it just speeds it up. So I just struggle to see a spot for him if he doesn't get picked at 6.
I guess it just depends what direct. He would be 18th man though for all money, you'd think, if he doesn't get picked into the squad.
Yeah. And should we, while we're on, without getting too into Origin chat in round 8, but I think you and I kind of unanimously agree at this stage.
Revised team that we think. We could have it as like a rolling team that we think every week is going to be the blue side.
Yeah, well, it pretty much picks itself. Obviously, we think Luai at 6.
So let's start from the beginning. So we think fullback,
Teddy.
Obviously, added cars out for the wingers. So we both think Campbell Graham should be a winger because he has been phenomenal. He's been in and around the squad for ages, but this year has been awesome.
And he would just
absolutely
he
awesome.
could be there for the next 10 years.
Yeah, honestly, he definitely.
He's that good, and he's just gotten better every year, and he's killing it for South Sydney, killing it. He's arguably the form back in the comp at the moment.
And he's huge as well.
Yeah, he's enormous.
Yeah, and him next to Turbo, out on the wing, like, are you kidding?
Even if they put him on Trell's side, but yeah, he'll be on Tommy's side.
They'll put Toto over there. So yes, hopefully that's the pick. So Toto, Campbell Graham on the wing, centers Trell and Turbo if they're fit. 6 and 7, Luai Cleary. 8, 9, 10, Payne Haas, Cookie, Gerbo.
Yep.
11 and 12.
11, we'll put Martin there for now.
Let's just say Martin because we don't know what's going to happen to him. 12, Cam Murray. 13, Isaiah Yeo. And then 14, 15, 16.
14, I think, will be Appy.
Yep. Okay.
The 15, 16, 17 is always hard with New South Wales. Polo will definitely be there, I imagine.
Yep. Saifidi.
One of the Saifidis will be there.
I think Daniel Saifidi will get picked.
And there's probably so many people I forget.
I think it's going to be Olakau'atu.
Yeah, you got Olakau'atu there.
Olakau'atu. Or even if...
RCG, Madison.
To be fair, though, Madison and RCG have been pretty good to start the year. So if Daniel Saifidi doesn't end up getting a pick and they pick one of those two, I think they might give RCG another run.
Well, Freddie said he wasn't good for New South Wales last year or something along the lines. Didn't you remember that?
Yeah, but he wasn't that bad. He just got
No, he wasn't bad. It just seemed like Freddie didn't like him. Like he didn't like him. He said something about him not getting along with the playing group or something. You might not remember. It happened last year when because he played game 2 and didn't play again, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. So look, like I said, that 15, 16, 17 for New South Wales outside of Bolo is always kind of like...
I definitely think Olakau'atu will be there.
I'd love Olakau'atu.
Yeah, Olakau'atu will be in that side. And then, Appy will be in there. And, if Reece Robson and the Cowboys were having a better start to the year, he would 100% be there. But he's not.
I think you can say 100% be. That's a big call to make.
I reckon he would have been picked. 100% I reckon he would have been picked.
Over Appy?
Possibly. Or in the squad. He would have been in. I reckon he would have been in or 18th man or something.
It'd been there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
100% picked is massive statement.
He was. Or if the Cowboys went to the level people thought they were going to go to this year, Reece Robson would be in the Origin side. 100%. Because if anything, he would start the game before Cookie came on. with like tough defense, like taking the tackles, blah blah blah, and then Damien Cook or Appy would be coming on off the bench. That's how it would go.
Yeah, I just don't see any picked over Appy personally. Not yet.
But not at the moment.
Not
It was a hypothetical, but
Maybe next year.
maybe next
Next
year.
year, year after.
Okay, and now onto the games.
Hey, we should probably talk about Jack White retiring as well.
Well, what is that? I think he's still got a couple good years left at
So
the
do
top
I.
level.
How bizarre. The only thing that I can think of, or what I've kind of like been talking with some people, mates about, is that in his new deal, because let's say he's getting a new deal from Canberra, let's say at the moment he's on 750, 800 at Canberra. Now they offer him 1.1 and they go, we've just offered you an extra 300K. We don't want you playing Origin. We want you focusing on
Specifically on us.
on the Raiders. Maybe that offers from the Dolphins. Maybe they're saying the same thing. We want you up here, but if we give you all this extra money, we don't want you playing Origin.
That's fair. That's kind of fair.
It's a weird one.
When you're
It's such
spending
an
that
interesting
money,
one.
spending that much money.
I get it from the club's perspective,
Yeah.
but and someone made a good point about it yesterday, was that all we're going to hear now is like a Queenslander wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, God damn it, they wouldn't. It's a good point.
Yeah, but also, said Queenslander isn't like sitting on the bench most years or not getting picked. Like he plays sporadically, but now he's kind of 31. I think there's people coming in that are going to take his spot in the team, i.e. Nico, i.e. Campbell Graham, i.e. Joseph Sully, if he was still playing. Stuff like that.
It's weird.
It is weird. Burton.
It's weird.
Matt Burton as well would probably take his spot. Like they'd play him there still. It is weird. It is a very weird thing, but it must be contract related because Jack Whiten's a gun. So,
Yep.
And probably has the most ticker out of anyone in the NRL.
Yeah, and you hear Freddie talk about him like he's like, mate, he's one of the first players picked. Like he's just that good to have around the camp. Like he's just a competitor. Like he's just a man you want there.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It's disappointing as a New South Wales fan. I'm kind of like, I love Jackie White.
So do I. He's just good to see him playing well.
Which kind of makes me question how the hell they get him into the squad every year. Is he the 17?
Well, he's always on the bench.
Yeah, I know.
He's always the 14.
I need to have a look at the squads from last year. Was Appy and Whiten getting picked on the bench at some stage? They must have been.
No, because Whiten played a game and Appy also played. That was the game. White. Oh, did he? Oh,
Whiten played 6-1, I don't know.
You know what? We're getting confused.
This
now.
is dribbling.
This is getting super dribbly. Okay, let's stop that.
We'll circle back to Origin.
We'll circle back. Anyway, Manly vs Storm game went there on the weekend. As I said, it was awesome. Old school Battle of Brookie vibes at that one. Big hits, just a couple absolutely sensational hits.
How's Olam just getting snapped?
Look, I reckon that was a massive hit regardless from either Aloe or Olakuatu, but both of them at the same time in the tackle just made it that much more vicious.
Yeah.
I
I can't stand Aloe.
You don't like him?
Can't stand him.
Why?
He's just, I don't know, just the way he left the Tigers was bad, and just seems like the biggest cat.
Yeah, fair enough.
But then again, he seems like a good bloke off the field, but then on the field, he just seems like, I just find him incredibly unlikable. I don't know
Really?
what it is.
I think he's all right. He's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with this game, I absolutely tipped with my heart.
Oh, because you want Storm to win.
Yeah. And then afterwards, I was like, my heart just totally brainwashed me, and I just didn't even see an outcome where Manly won this game.
To be honest, neither did I, but I thought the Storm were going to win.
And then they came out and won. I was like, of course they won.
I saw Jason Saab was playing, but then Jason Saab actually played awesome.
He's looking good in D, bro.
He's looking better. He's looking much better. Yeah. He folded Munster.
Yeah.
So that was a really good game to be at. The Manly local, very vocal as per usual on the hill. Some excellent dribble coming out of the Brookie fans. And Roosters versus the Sharks. What's going on at the Roosters? How are they just not winning these games?
Every game.
They've been so... Look, they have been average to start the year the last couple of years, but you can usually blame that on injuries, etc. They've had barely any injuries to start this year.
Oh,
They've got the deepest roster in the NRL. How are they not, top 4 at least.
Yeah, look, they in their defense. I'm with you, but in the Roosters' defense, just gonna play devil's advocate. Tupanua's been out, Crichton's been out. They're coming back. Matt Lodge just came back last week. They have been missing a few troops. In saying that,
Yeah, but
they have no excuse with that roster, and I feel like for 3 years now, we've been kind of saying we're just waiting for the Roosters to click. They'll click. They'll click.
Yeah.
They'll click. And they just haven't seemed to have clicked yet. I don't know what it is. I thought Brandon Smith was going to be that guy that was just going to make the Roosters go like that. And it hasn't been like that yet. And granted, it's only round 8. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes over the next, or how this unfolds over the next 10 weeks.
it also doesn't help when Victor Radley is getting sin binned pretty regularly.
Every week.
It seems the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. They had 3 sin bins on the weekend. So I don't know what this
Ill discipline.
discipline.
But yeah, the Sharkies too good in the wet. So it look, the Sharks are building nicely. Maybe the Sharks are the team that was supposed to do what the Cowboys. Well, they were English. The Sharks and the Cowboys were both tipped to have big years this year because they had such good years, and the Sharks were kind of doubted a bit because everyone went, "Oh, they had a really easy run last year, etc." They had an easy draw. Well, I think they're going to show people what's what this year because their team's only kind of gotten better than last year. And the Cowboys have just a shocking injury toll, which actually takes us to the next game of the Warriors and the Cowboys. The Cowboys are all over the Warriors. They should have won that game, but the Warriors, too good. Honestly, too good. Their defense was solid as... Just kept him out, and just scored a couple good tries on the counter. Dylan Walker's try was a good one. He played amazing. That's probably the best game I've seen him play ever.
Yeah.
SJ's been awesome to start this year.
He's been immense.
He's been massive. And
Warriors, SJ is just different.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Gravy.
It's like Tigers Benji.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Chans is playing good too. They've got those out. I like Marcelo Montoya at center as well. Good change, bit more strike. But the Warriors ticking along very nicely, and the Cowboys on struggle street. Also, they have a ton of injuries.
Who have they got out?
Pretty much their whole pack is out.
Who else is out? Cotter?
McLean. No, Cotter's still there. McLean's out. Nanai's still there. Tama is out. Leilua's been stood down because... Yeah. And then Griffin Neem, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. They've got quite a few players out. And considering they lost Tom Gilbert, he's now at the Dolphins.
Yeah.
He was on their bench, all playing front the second row. So, massive loss. Now on to the next game. Panthers versus Knights. Close game up in Newcastle. Very close game. Decided by a field goal. Nathan Cleary field goal.
The Knights were awesome here. I really wanted to see the Knights win this game.
Yeah.
I think everyone kind of did in a way. Mate, just packed house up in Newey. The Knights been playing some gritty football over the last few weeks. They took it to Penrith. They took it. They were in their face on every single play.
And Penrith said they had one of their worst games, but they have to credit the Knights for it because they made them kind of play. They played well, so they played really bad.
Totally.
Probably weren't ready for it. But the Knights, dare say, been playing pretty well without KP. Pretty well.
Yeah.
They've been looking good.
Yeah. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Tyson Gamble and his impact on that side?
I imagine him and Jackson Hastings would probably get on pretty well. They seem like kind of both dribblers.
Yeah.
They seem like kind of that larrikin type.
Okay.
Character.
But on the field, I mean more so.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that kind of translates. They seem like they have quite a good chemistry on the field. Tyson Gamble's I think he's just kind of letting Jackson Hastings run the show, and then he just comes in where he needs to. He doesn't seem like he gets on the ball a lot. He just seems that when he is on the ball, it's small but effective bursts. Whereas Hastings or Lockie Miller is doing most of the other stuff. Do you know? Does that make sense?
Yeah. In saying that, I look forward to seeing KP back in this side.
Absolutely.
I hope the Knights can sort of keep up this this gritty style of play they've got and just add
Momentum.
a little bit of KP in there just to sharpen things up a
Because
little
I
bit.
tell you what, if they can get KP ticking over and playing some games and not getting concussed, mate, at this rate, they're looking. We did doubt them at the start of the year, but they're looking not bad at all. Those young forwards as well, they're all coming up pretty nicely.
Thompson.
Leo Thompson's been awesome while Jacob Saifedi's been out.
Yep.
I think Jacob Saifedi will be back this week.
Yeah, and like look at they're also missing Brayley and Ponga as well.
Yeah.
And both Saifedis or just Jacob?
Just Jacob.
Like, are you kidding?
So maybe the Knights are on the mend after a bad year last year.
It's so good to see the teams on the lower half of the ladder playing good footy. I think. Like, I'm so pumped for Newcastle and the Warriors.
Because to be fair, Warriors and the Knights, start of the year, we had them in the bottom. We
Bottom
did
four.
not think much was going to happen with them.
Bottom four.
And they've been coming good. A lot of the teams like that have been playing quite well.
The Warriors are 5-2, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
What?
Mm-hmm. Titans have been playing pretty well. Dolphins have been playing well.
Good to see.
The Bulldogs have been playing well, but they also then had the shocking injury
Talk about
run.
injuries.
They have literally, I think they have half their squad injured. I'm
Yeah.
not even joking. But yeah, that's all for rugby league.
Yep.
Yep. Quick football, touch base with the EPL, with the Prem for anyone that likes and listens to that. Now, couple big results over the weekend. Arsenal, 2-2 with West Ham, missed a penalty. Saka missed a penalty. To be fair, it looked like West Ham squandered a few chances as well, which puts Man City within touching distance of Arsenal.
4 points.
4 points, and I think City might have a game. City have a game in hand, and then guess what?
They play
Play each other very soon.
When do they play?
They play not this game for each of them, the game after here. I'll see what the date is. The 27th of April. Massive.
So
and then
that's
Arsenal
next Friday,
and then Arsenal have Chelsea, Newcastle, and Brighton after that. So, massive couple games for Arsenal. I am quite intrigued to see what happens because the whole comp, like we said it the other day, but the whole comp is going down to the wire.
Yeah.
You know, you got the spots for Europe are close. You got big teams dropping out of the chase for Europe, like Chelsea and Liverpool kind of struggling a little bit. So, I'm pumped to see where everyone ends up. And then, of course, the relegation battle. A bit grim. Imagine if Everton and Leicester were to get demoted. That would be huge.
That'd be bizarre.
That would be so bizarre. What a weird time. So that's kind of just quick Premier League wrap. We don't want to go into too much because we do have to finish up this pod. NBA playoffs. Now, NBA playoffs, a couple interesting games. It's good to see Josh Giddey get through. Him and the OKC Thunder got through beating the Pelicans in the play-in. They got through. They then lost to the Timberwolves in the next game, which was very unfortunate. But it was good to see him getting involved. The only Aussies left now would be Jock. Oh, there's a couple actually. Joe Ingles for the Bucks, Jock Londale for the Phoenix Suns, and Patty Mills for the Nets. And look, couple good games first up, couple of upsets first off in the NBA. The Grizzlies lost to Lakers, which wasn't that much of an upset, more of a surprise it wasn't closer. Giannis for the Bucks got injured, so the Heat, who are the 8th seed, beat them. The Clippers, in a close game, beat the Suns, especially with everyone forgetting the Suns have a mega team, but the Clippers have Kawhi Leonard. Do you know who Kawhi Leonard is?
No idea.
He's like this guy, and pretty much any time he plays playoffs, he's single-handedly just won teams trophies.
Okay.
He's just, on his day, he can defend anyone, he can score, he can do everything. He's just a freak.
Yeah, right.
He's so good.
Okay.
But he could just single-handedly destroy a team.
Yeah.
Like he is such a bad matchup for someone like, well, any megastar, because he is just so efficient and just an awesome player to watch.
Yeah.
But other than that, keep tabs. There's games every day. for the NBA playoffs. So it's
When's
exciting
like
time.
the final?
Not for a couple of weeks. Because think about it, they all got to play like potentially 7 games. So it rolls on for a little while, and then they have a little break before the final, and then they play. So I think the final would probably be in like 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
It's getting there.
Everything closes out at the same time.
Yeah. Good time of year for that. So stay tuned to the NBA if you're interested. And music this week, this is actually my song I chose. I saw it the other day. Actually, I Shazammed it on FBI. When I pulled over, of course, respecting road rules of New South Wales, Australia.
Yeah.
And then Shazammed this track off FBI radio. Reckless by Interplanetary Criminal. You'll know him from Baddest of Them All. And Todd Edwards, Lily Mackenzie.
Nice.
Great track. Very groovy. Very nice.
Hell yeah.
That's the episode for today. That's all we got. Bit of a shorter one potentially today because I have to jet off to uni. But my name's Alexander.
My name's Kody.
And we hope you have a nice week. See you next time.